Welcome guys, so this is my first video on YouTube. So my name's Gemma. I have set up this YouTube channel called the Pen and Ink Society. My main aim for doing so is because I absolutely love stationery. Love it. Very few other passions in life rate as highly as stationery does for me. So I have got a new package has arrived today, which I ordered a few days ago from an Australian company called Bookbinders Design, and I believe they're based in Victoria and I'm based in Sydney. So let's crack on and open it. So I've got handy here my Superior Labour pen pouch. I don't know whether you can see that. I absolutely adore this thing. And so I've got some pens here that I was hoping to ink up with some new inks. I'm going through a good phase of getting some new inks at the moment. So let's get it open and let's see what we've got. So I have got this new, what are they called? Teranishi ink called Nostalgic Honey. And I usually buy bottles. I know a lot of people buy ink samples first, and I really should, because occasionally I buy things that I don't like, but I really love the bottles they come in. So I bought that one. And then I also saw another YouTuber from Sydney, I think called Lily, who was using, I believe it was this one, it's Organic Studios Rogalian. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Rogalian red. I think it's a Rogalian vintage red. So I've not used either of these companies before. So that's a plastic bottle, which is interesting. All right, so let's get started, and we're going to ink swatch some of these. And then I don't have a glass dip pen like a lot of YouTubers do, so we're just going to use it in, I've got the new Deep Sapphire TWSBI, in extra fine. So I'm just going to do some writing samples with that for us, and then we will have a hopefully a better indication as to what these colours are going to be like. With this Rogalian red, I'm normally not a red fan, but I'm kind of normal browns, and I've been going through a bit of a green phase at the moment. But I thought this red would go super nicely. I've got this, I just love these Graf von Faber-Castell fountain pens. So this is in the ebony wood. It's a bi-colour nib. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to see that super well. Let's see. Probably not. Listen, this is a basic YouTube setup, but it's beautiful. And I just thought maybe the red ink would go super nicely with that black coloured pen. Okay, so we've got the Organic Studios, and then this is actually a company that I have not come across much before, but I was a bit of a sucker for this brownie coloured ink. God, their packaging is nice, isn't it? Their bottle is very, very cute. So this one looked more like my typical browns that I'm going through at the moment. So we'll swatch that. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but I also bought a replacement nib for the Kaweco Sport models. I recently bought I think it's the apricot, the new apricot sport model that's come out. I brought it in an extra fine because that's what I typically gravitate to, but man, it was scratchy. I tried to increase the ink flow, and I just couldn't. So I thought, what the heck, it's probably best I try a different nib size. So I ended up buying a broad, which was great. Ink flow was much better. And now I've got the medium size to try as well. So I won't do that in this video. We might leave that to another one. But let's do some swatching. So what else is in here? A bit of a sample of Midori paper. I haven't bought that, so anyway, so that's just a pamphlet, I think. Okay, so let's put this to the side. Oops. All right, we'll come back. Okay, so I have got this. I don't know whether anyone else has come across this. I don't find them all that easy to find, but this Tomoe River notebook. It's made in Japan. I'm going to butcher this, but Sake TP or Saket P. I don't know. Who knows? But it's a lovely notebook. I really enjoy it. It's only 368 pages. Crazy talk. And it's beautiful. This is the dot grid. So let's bring that here. Okay, let's start with the Organic Studios Rogalian Vintage Red. Very much hoping I don't. Ooh, I don't know whether you can see that. That's beautiful. Almost looks like a bit of a orangey sort of colour. Oh, this almost looks like it's got some sort of shimmering stuff in it. Let's just shake it up. I don't think it's got shimmer in it, but it almost looks like there was particles in the bottle. So I better. God, it almost looks like blood red, doesn't it? Okay, so let's swatch it just with my. Almost like a reddy orange there. So let's do a double take. Interesting. That's pretty nice. Let's just put that on my trusty ink towel there before I spill it everywhere. Put the lid back on. Okay, so let's get my TWSBI now and just do a writing sample with it. And I know I'm sure the quality of audio with this won't be perfect, but bear with me. Is it Studios or Studio? Yep. That's pretty bloody nice. Let's have a look at that closer. I'm sure my lighting is not the best, but again, it's the first time. We will get a bit better as we go along. All right, so again, let's put that lid on before I make some catastrophic accidents here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, let's clean that pen out. All right, we'll leave it there. Okay, next one. Super impressed with this bottle. This looks like a super nice bottle. I'm a sucker for packaging. All right, so this is, I'm going to butcher this name as well. So this is, what is it? Teranishi, I think. Teranishi Red. Sorry, Teranishi Nostalgic Honey. And so this looked, at least on the website, looked a bit more like my typical brownie flavors that I'm going through at the moment. I feel like everyone is going through a bit of a brown stage. I will say, obviously, we're in Australia and we're entering, well, we are in winter actually, so maybe that's got something to do with it. Ooh. Oh, that's super nice. Oh, I like that one a lot. That's very nice. Okay, let's dip my pen. I'll do a close-up in a second of how it writes. So this is Teranishi, I believe. Nostalgic Honey. I'll just clean off my pen again. I know it's not dried yet, but it's got, it's not really coming up super well on this video from what I can see, but it's a lovely kind of golden, I suppose honey is a good way of describing it, kind of a light goldeny brown, which is super nice. And the red has kind of, well, up here it kind of looks still a bit light in terms of its kind of a light red, not a deep red colouring. I'm sure that's not really coming up super great on the camera either, but I'll try and do this a bit better next time. But it's kind of seems to be drying a bit darker in the written samples. So anyway, so there's two new inks I have to add to my collection. So I'm hoping that the red will go nicely with this. For the honey, I did purchase the Twisby, I think it's cream and bronze, so it might go nicely in that one. Might be a bit of a wet ink. That one's taking a bit longer to dry than the Organic Studio one is. But yeah, okay, so this is the first of hopefully many videos that you will see, perhaps at this desk setup or something else. But isn't that beautiful packaging? I'm a bit of a sucker. I wonder if that looks like it's leaked a little bit. That's probably not meant to be like that. Anywho. All right, well, hopefully this has been interesting to some people, and I will see you in the next video.